Feeling happy. First year here, and we just performed well, so I'm happy.
We got to talk about your match. Take us through the first 5 minutes and 59 seconds of that match. It seemed like you were pretty much in control. What was working for you there?
Yeah, so I would just moving on my feet, just keep my feet moving, and then I would just hold them down, just trying to get that chicken wing, hold them down, and got some stall calls and helped me get some points.
Yeah. Right there at the end, he was able to kind of stick a leg in and get you whipped over. What was going through your head in those final seconds?
I was like, try and survive, don't try and get pinned, but I just ended up getting pinned, but time was out, so
yeah.
Yeah.
Right before you took the mat, you had Mario go out there at 285 and wrestling a ranked kid. He stayed off his back and kept that as a major decision. How big was that for you guys as a team to save some points there at 285?
That was so big. Every person had a job, even if it wasn't a win, but he ended up staying off his back, and so giving us the opportunity to be heroes. And
just your first year here in the program, but this is the 6th straight trip for Sergeant Bluff-Luton to state duels. What does that mean for you to be a part of this program and its dominance in duels?
It feels great. It's just that we're not done yet. We're just ready to go win something.
After we graduated last year's group, I honestly kind of walked away from that saying, man, I don't know that we're ever going to be back to this place. And we started working really hard again at the beginning of the year. And I always say that you put challenges in front of 16, 17, 18-year-old kids, and you have no idea what you're going to get. And tonight, they came through in fine SBL Warrior Wrestling fashion and did exactly what they were supposed to do again.
That 106 match was the swing one in this one. What can you say about the way that your guy dominated on top for 3 periods and held on to get you guys the win?
Drake is a hammer on top, and we knew that he would be in solid position there. When that kid chose neutral, I was a little bit nervous. Probably his weaker spot is the down position. Then he scored that next takedown, and honestly, I looked at the clock with 11 seconds left, and I'm like, heck, we got this in the bag. Next thing you know, he's got a leg in, he's on his shoulder, and I didn't know what the hell to think. I looked away, and then the referee slaps the mat, and then I'm like, oh my God, this can't be true, and thank God time was out. So
yeah. What about the rest of your lineup? I think you won 5 straight matches at a point in that duel. Talk about the team effort from your group to get this done.
We know that we've got a section in our lineup that's pretty tough. We've got a section in our lineup that's more of a growing element. And you got to count on your experience to get the points on the board, and then you got to count on your other guys to do the best job that they can do. We always talk about being the best version of yourself that night, and if that ain't good enough, it ain't good enough. And I know we gave up some falls at 90, 215, and heavyweight, but it wasn't because they weren't prepared, or it wasn't because of their effort.
6 straight trips to the state duel tournament for this program, and you mentioned after what you lost last year, is this the sweetest of all of them, or where does this rank up there for you?
This one's, the first one was pretty sweet. We'd been in regionals a million times, and so that first one was pretty sweet, but I'm putting this one in a real close second. This is a great group of guys. They haven't always had the success they wanted in other sports, but they pour their hearts and souls into this event this night. And I said we've been preparing for 365 days from the last time we were here, and by God, we shouldn't screw it up. So they did well.